Hey everyone, welcome to our video about Iraq, a country in Western Asia. It's a place with a super old history and a really cool culture. Iraq is next to Turkey, Iran, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Syria. You'll find all sorts of landscapes there, from flat plains to tall mountains. Two big rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, run right through the middle of it. Iraq's location has been super important throughout history. For thousands of years, it's been a place where different cultures have met and mixed. Lots of empires have risen and fallen there. It's been a hub for trade, learning, and new ideas. Today, Iraq is rebuilding after some tough times, and they're excited to welcome visitors and share their amazing history. Traveling to Iraq is like stepping back in time. From old ruins in Babylon to busy markets in Baghdad, Iraq is a trip you won't forget. You'll meet the Iraqi people and learn about how strong and welcoming they are. Iraq is often called the Cradle of Civilization. Between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers is a place called Mesopotamia. This is where some of the very first civilizations on Earth began. Groups like the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians all lived there. Ancient Mesopotamia was a place of incredible discoveries in writing, math, astronomy, and law. They invented the wheel there, and also cuneiform, one of the first kinds of writing ever. Iraq has tons of archaeological sites that show its amazing past. The old city of Ur, with its famous ziggurat, gives us a peek into Sumerian civilization. The ruins of Babylon, including the legendary Hanging Gardens, show how grand the Babylonian Empire was. These historical treasures aren't just old stuff, they show how clever and creative people were back then. They remind us of how important ancient Mesopotamia still is. Okay, let's talk about language. In Iraq, people speak Arabic. It's what they use every day in government and at school. While most people speak Arabic, you'll also hear Kurdish, especially in the Kurdistan region. If you're going shopping, you'll use the Iraqi dinar, which is their money, but US dollars work in a lot of places too, especially in big cities and tourist spots. You can usually find ATMs in cities to get Iraqi dinars. Knowing a few Arabic words can make your trip even better. Locals love it when you try to speak their language. It shows you care. While not many people speak English outside of tourist areas, people who work in hotels and restaurants often do. It's always a good idea to have a translation app or a little phrase book, just in case. Iraq has had some tough times recently, like the war in 2003. But things are getting better. The Iraqi people are strong and want a good future for everyone. They're working on fixing roads and other important things all over the country. More tourists are visiting now, and there's more security to keep everyone safe. Iraq is changing, but it's still a place with a rich culture and friendly people. They want to share their stories and traditions with you. Visiting Iraq means you can see how they're rebuilding and getting stronger. You can also support local businesses and help the tourism industry grow. Get ready to explore some amazing ancient wonders in Iraq. The Ziggurat of Ur is a huge stepped pyramid built by the Sumerians. It's one of the most famous landmarks in the country. Babylon, the old capital of Hammurabi's empire, is another place you have to see. The National Museum of Iraq in Baghdad has a huge collection of artifacts from Mesopotamia, showing the country's awesome history. The ancient city of Hatra, with its temples and sculptures, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That means it's super important to protect. If you're interested in religious history, Najaf is home to the Imam Ali Shrine, a very holy place for Shia Muslims. Karbala is another important city for pilgrims, with the Imam Hussein Shrine. Visiting these places is a powerful experience. You'll connect with the past and see how smart people were a long time ago. Let's talk about food. Iraqi food is delicious with lots of different flavors. One popular dish is mazgoof, which is grilled fish with spices. Kuba, a kind of dumpling, is another favorite. Dolma, stuffed grape leaves, is something you'll see a lot. For dessert, try kleicha, a pastry with dates. Chai, a sweet black tea, is the national drink. They also drink sharbat, a sweet fruit juice. Iraqi people are very welcoming, and eating with them is a great way to learn about their culture. Make sure you try the local dishes. Traveling in Iraq takes some planning. Things are safer now, but it's good to check travel advice and be careful. It's a good idea to travel with a tour group, especially if you're going to places that aren't as developed. Public transportation isn't great, so hiring a car and driver is better. The roads can be bumpy and cities can have lots of traffic. Give yourself extra time to get around. You can find all kinds of places to stay, from simple guest houses to fancy hotels. Pack light clothes and comfortable shoes, plus any medicine you need. A first aid kit, bug spray, and sunscreen are good to have too. Iraq is mostly Muslim, so it's important to be respectful. Dress modestly, covering your shoulders and knees, especially at religious sites. Take off your shoes before going into mosques and some homes. Don't show affection in public. Don't take pictures of government buildings or the military. Ask before taking pictures of people, especially women. Iraqi people are very kind. If they offer you tea or coffee, it's polite to accept, even if you don't want it. Saying no can seem rude. Remember, you're a visitor, and how you act reflects on where you come from. Be respectful, and you'll have a much better trip. Going to Iraq is a chance to try new things and experience a different way of life. You'll meet people from a different culture and learn a lot. While there are challenges, Iraq is also beautiful and has an amazing history. Enjoy the kindness of the Iraqi people, learn about their culture, and you'll see this country in a whole new way. Your trip to Iraq will be something you never forget. As you explore the ruins, visit the markets, and talk with the people, you'll discover the real Iraq. It's a country waiting to be explored, and your visit can help it rebuild and grow. If you have visited Iraq, write to us in the comments about the best places you visited and the best meals you had there.